What's going on, North Texas barbecue addicts? In today's episode, I've got two awesome American wagyu steaks that I got from Six Brothers Beef Company. One is a cowboy cut ribeye and it's massive, and the other is a Denver cut, which I don't get to cook all the time, so I'm excited about that. Now with wagyu, you want to take it right under medium rare is at least what I'm shooting for, medium rare at most. So if y'all want to see how I cook these bad boys up, y'all stick around. Alright y'all, I've got this absolutely beautiful Denver cut American wagyu steak, 100% American wagyu, and then I've got this beautiful cowboy cut ribeye, also 100% American wagyu. I got this from Six Brothers Beef Company. As always, I'll have their information down below in the description box. I'm going to start off by putting a nice binder on these with a little garlic and basil olive oil. Just make sure that that gets all over the steak so our seasoning will stick to it well. This right here is a 2.64 pound ribeye. It's got marbling all throughout it. And this is the Denver cut right here. Real close to the short rib. Look at that, man. This is going to be amazing. Alright. Next up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hit it with a little bit of 1836 from Suckle Busters. Let's go ahead and put a good amount on this one because this is a big old sucker. That olive oil mixed with this 1836 is going to put a beautiful color and awesome flavor. Oh, get back over here. And awesome flavor on our steak here. There we go. Make sure we get the edges. There we go. And then I'm going to go a little bit lighter on this cut right here. It's more close to the size of a New York strip. And we do want to taste that wagyu, so I'm going to let that go ahead and set in while the slow and sear kettle comes up to temperature. That's looking good already. Got some beautiful steaks, guys. It smells like charcoal. Next time I see y'all, we'll be throwing these on. Alright, so our charcoal is going good enough for me. Let's go ahead and dump it in. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and add in some of these applewood chips right here for our smoke flavor. And I forgot to mention, I'm actually only going to smoke the cowboy cut ribeye. The Denver steak, I'm actually going to cook on the skillet. So we're going to reverse sear this cowboy cut ribeye. That's looking awesome already. That seasoning sweating in nicely. We're going to go ahead and shut this down with the exhaust. I'm going to do halfway open right now and right over our steak. I already smell that applewood and I love that smell, so I'd say we're going to check on that steak in, let's say, 10 or 15 minutes. I'll see y'all then. Alright, it's actually been about 20 minutes and we're at about 250 degrees on the side where the steak is. Starting to soak up a nice color right there. Check that out. Starting to get nice and warm. We're going to go ahead and turn that around. We're going to smoke that for about 15 or 20 more minutes. And then we're going to sear it up. So we're shooting for a medium rare. Y'all stay with me. Like I said, about 10 or 15 more minutes. We'll check on this. And we'll see if it's time to sear it up. Alright y'all, it's been 15 minutes later. And that means that it's been 30 minutes cooking time total. That's 15 minutes on each side that we've done so far. And I've got my heat glove on. And we're looking good right here. Let's see. Let me bring you on for a close-up so you can see what we're looking like. So like I said, this is 30 minutes in. It's looking nice and juicy. You can tell it's soaked up some of that nice smoky flavor. Check that out, guys. I'm going to go ahead and flip this over and we're going to go for about 12 more minutes. Let's go ahead and see what it's looking like on the other side there. Check that out. Tender as could be. I'm going to let this go for about 12 more minutes and then we're going to go ahead and start searing it up. Alright y'all, it's been that 12 more minutes. I love the smell of applewood smoke. This is looking really good. I opened it up and I was peeking at the fat. It's rendering real nice. I'm not sure if you can see it well or not on camera. But what I want to do now is pull this off to the side and put it on a plate. And I need to get that side scorching hot because we're going to sear this for about a minute to a minute and a half each side. We're shooting for about 400 degrees, even up to 450 degrees. So I'm going to pull this off, put it on a plate, and just cover it in foil and keep it warm. And then next time I see y'all, it's going to be sear time. I just wanted to show y'all, I went ahead and added some more of that bamboo coal that I'm using and 2 more chunks of the apple wood. I'm still struggling to get a hot fire, so that's part of barbecue though. You just roll with the punches. I guarantee you we're gonna get this baby firing up. Next time I see y'all, we'll get that steak on. Alright, so this thing has been going with the lid closed, and we had our exhaust or our vent right over our grate here where our charcoal is and our wood, and it was going about 400 degrees. Let's go ahead and get our steak on. That's exactly what we're wanting to hear. Right directly over the fire. Press it down, make sure you got good contact. I'm gonna let this go for about a minute and a half, and then we'll see what it's looking like. I'm gonna shut the lid down for that minute and a half. I'm trying to get a good sear on it. Man, that is smelling good. Alright, I'll see y'all here in a minute. This wagyu fat has this kettle going crazy. Let's go ahead and put that bad boy, flip it over like that. We're backyard cooking anyways. Check that out, guys. Searing up that nice fat cap on the edges here. And we can move the steak around to get a better sear however we need to. I'm telling you, if you could smell that, man. Go ahead and flip this around again. Go that way. There we go. I'll see y'all in the kitchen when we're going to sear up that Denver cut in the skillet. Alright, so we're inside now and we're going to get to cooking the Denver cut steak. I'm going to spray it with some olive oil. Not a ton. You want to do just enough because the more oils you put in your skillet, the harder it's going to be to sear it up. And we've got some mashed potatoes here we're going to have with these steaks, and then a Caesar salad. So I'm going to let this get heated up, and then we'll sear up the steak. Alright, this skillet's ready to go. Let's get this awesome 100% Wagyu Denver cut steak into it. There we go. That's the sound we're looking to hear. I'm going to do about a minute to a minute and 15 seconds each side, and we're going to throw a little bit of butter into it here in a second as well. So I'll bring y'all back when we're throwing the butter in. Alright, I want to go ahead and start adding our butter. Put a good healthy amount. I'm going to put one on each side. Melt that around. We're going to start basting it once it melts down. Put that right on top of it. There we go. Man, jeez, it's cut right down the middle. Oh yeah, check that out. That's looking good. Right here. You can smell that smoky flavor. Got an awesome crust on it. Man, there we go. Check the bone out right there. If I could trust my dogs, they'd get some. Let's go ahead. Keep slicing into it. It's still smoking. Got a nice smell to it. Let's go ahead and set that aside and see how we did on this Denver cut. It's cutting like butter also. Check that out. I'm gonna go ahead and get me a plate put together and we'll give it a try. Alright y'all, we got Monday Night Football going. I've got an amazing dinner plate right here. Look at how juicy that steak is. Got a nice salad, some mashed potatoes, some steak, Wagyu steak to be exact. Let's go ahead and see how we did. It's completely juicy, guys. Let's see how we did. Cheers, y'all. That's so tender, so good. You can definitely taste that Wagyu beef. Let's see how we did on these mashed potatoes. Not bad. Got some garlic powder, some salt, pepper, garlic, a little bit of cheese, a little bit of ranch, some butter, and we got our salad. We got to stay healthy, right? Overall, I'd say this is a big win, y'all. Appreciate y'all for hanging out. Until next time, peace! Y'all keep on barbecuing. Hit up Six Brothers Beef. They got a really good deal on some American Wagyu right now. Cheers, y'all.